Hi, Brenda and Nancy with the Hospice Care Plan. And today we're going to show you how to pull somebody up in a bed who's larger. Pete's a big strapping guy and it's not easy, and he tends to scoot down more. You can see how uncomfortable he is. His feet are pressing against here, which can actually cause breakdown. His body scrunch is harder on breathing. So we're going to show you how to bring him up because it's a really commonly asked thing.
And so I've walked in and I've looked at Pete like this and went, oh my gosh, Pete needs to be moved up in bed. So I'm going to call Brenda. We're going to ask for help as often as we can. A neighbor, a family member, anyone.
Church, community.
People
want to help.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. So I've asked for help. And the other thing that we're going to use for help is gravity. So I'm going to tell Pete all the time what we're doing. Pete, I'm putting your head all the way down because we're going to let gravity help us get you higher in the bed so you're more comfortable. The other thing I'm going to do is bring his knees up too. He's going to feel like he's going upside down, but we're going to, again, let gravity help us in this movement.
And depending on his strength level, I may have to hold his head up, and I'm going to bring that pillow up.
Notice that we've kept his rails up also during this process. As long as we can reach him comfortably, we're going to leave those up for safety. And if he is strong enough, we'll ask him to bend his knees. If not, I'm going to help bend his knees up. So now there is room for his body to move forward.
I kind of pull his hands into a hugging position. When you take a hold, notice we have the draw sheet on. There's a video how to get a draw sheet on. Roll it nice and tight get your hands close to his hips and his shoulder. Roll that in there. Plant your feet, tuck your hips out, suck your abdomen in. We're going to tell Pete, I want you to tuck your chin as much as you can. And on 3, we're going to pull you up. 1, 2, 3. That was
pretty good.
You notice this popped off, which is not uncommon. And now
that you've got someone helping you, go the full way. Don't just do one little pull. Make sure that you get them as high as they need to be.
So, and a good guide is where the hospital beds, you want it to kind of match where the hips are. He could go just a couple more inches, and since we have, say, a neighbor showing up, we want to get as much as we can. On 3 again, Pete, tuck your chin. 1, 2, 3. Even those little differences can make amounts can make a difference.
And now I'm going to tell Pete, we're going to put your head up, and if you can just tell me where you're comfortable, that's where we'll stop. I might put his knees down just a little bit, but that's, again, one of the tips. Leave his knees up a little bit. That'll be, he'll have to use gravity to slide down over it.
We call it tacoing. You see how the sheet popped off? That's not uncommon. We have another video showing how to use a slide sheet under him. Or something slick to help move him.
We'd probably take a couple of pillows if we had them, also to make sure that we could protect his arms from the railing, make him even more comfortable, get him nice and tucked in. And then, of course, at the end, we ask Pete, what do you think, Pete? Are you comfortable?
And when somebody's elbows are out like this, it's easier to breathe and it's much more comfortable.
There you go.
You can get a copy of our booklet, The Hospice Care Plan, at thehospicecareplan.com.